A little over 80,000 Chinese students are currently enrolled in higher education in the United States. But this number is expected to grow over the next few years as the US seeks to increase student exchanges with China. Just days before US President Barack Obama arrives here on his first official visit, American Ambassador John Huntsman confirmed that the measure was intended to foster mutual understanding between the younger generations of both countries. He also said this issue would be one that the President would highlight during his trip. Tight visa requirements, relatively high fees and few scholarships mean studying in the US is, for the vast majority of Chinese students, simply a pipe dream.
Yes, so will this signal an easing up in US student visa policies and perhaps the creation of new grant-aided opportunities for Chinese students? Well, as might be expected, this topic has triggered plenty of online discussion amongst students. Our researcher Jackie Won has been looking into it. Jackie, there's always been a huge interest in studying in the United States amongst students from here in China. What are they saying online?
Most college students are happy with this news. They say studying in English-speaking countries, especially the United States, the most powerful country in the world, is an exciting thing. But achieving that goal is not easy. The U.S. student visa is considered extremely difficult to get. There aren't many scholarships, and those there tend to be extremely competitive. So a lot of those commenting online are hopeful that any new policy on student exchanges from the Obama administration could benefit them. In addition, many people really feel that the policy is right, that increasing interaction between students of both sides is one of the best ways to develop trust between the two nations.
So most people would seem to be pretty happy about the prospect of more exchanges. Is that everyone's view?
No, not everyone's view. Some people say this new policy will increase the number of Chinese people studying in the United States, but at the same time, it may also reduce the exclusivity factor of a U.S. qualification in China. There are also those who worry that this new move will have a negative impact on the quality of U.S. education. And as people have doubts about the real purpose of all this, they say that as China's economy develops, more and more Chinese parents are able to afford a U.S. education for their children. They believe the U.S. sees this as a huge potential market for its colleges and hopes to take advantage of it. At the same time, some people warn that if much of China's outstanding talent flocks to the U.S. and stays there after graduation, it will be a massive loss for China.
Thanks, Jackie. Interesting there, Fergus, how most of the chatter online has really been from the Chinese perspective in terms of Chinese students going to the US, when in actual fact what they were talking about is student exchanges, so more of a two-way thing. Perhaps this will lead to an increase in more of a two-way transfer of students.
Sure, maybe we'll see more American students here in China.
Absolutely.